All right, this is just an update at where I'm at on the debuff by percent. So I just did from the AOE heal, changed it a bit, and I added from here, and also I've done it from here. But anyhow, cast to ARGP character BP. This this was weird. I thought I'd have to do like a divide by 100 and then multiply by like 80 or point 0.8, but I don't know. The only thing that seems to work is if I want 50%, the scale seems to go from 90 to 100, which would be 1. So 98, that will be 20% less. I don't even know how I got there, but that's the only thing I've got working regularly. Okay, so let's see how it works in some of the situations that arise from it. There's something here with this offhand. Let me see if I can find it. Would it be probably here? I remember we did this like a couple weeks ago, KD, and let me see. Wait. So this does is bring half of the attack, the offhand. It lowers it to about half. Like the left hand attack will be full, and then the secondary hand will be half. Like if it was 50 and 50, now it'll be 50 and 25 for a total of 75. And that works great. We fixed some issues here. I forgot what it was. Something, little by little, it got done really nice. Okay, now that'll come into play here, maybe. Okay, so I start the game. I'm gonna first do it with just one weapon, and I'm gonna switch with this one. Move this over. I kind of want to get the big sword in there too to show the other issue. There's a few issues. God, I just started it. Um, okay. So let me go here, attributes. Now I'm gonna cast the debuff of 20%. And that's around about right. It's all good, right? Okay, now this has attack 50. This one has more attack, so it's gonna be a little different. But it's all good. It's scaling right. Attributes, that's about right. Back, I can switch back to this one again. It should remain the same. Yep, 4251. That's what it was. And I'm gonna go back and forth. Okay. Oh, before the time, I made it too short. Now, here's where it gets funky. Attributes. Okay, that might be right, but I don't have enough time. I'll have to restart this. And now, of course, when it runs out, I haven't set it up to. It doesn't change back. But okay, now let me stop. Start again and show you the two-handed problem. I don't know if it's with that this offhand adjustment to do with it, or if let's see. Let's go back. I'll test it later without this. Okay, let's go here. just it'll go all the stats will go all haywire now before it runs out. Okay, K, my debuff. Now I'm just gonna work with this big one. Well, okay, let's see. Okay, so that's that. And that's gonna go down to 50 something. Oh, I forgot what it was. Anyhow, so let's see. Cast. Yeah. Well, this time I did it with two, so that's why it's higher. Now we're dealing now with this offhand, and now this the big sword. Okay, that's not bad. But when I go, if I take it off and put it back on, I think it changed a little. I forgot. I didn't really. Let me do it again. Okay, no. Now let me put this back on. You see how way off this got? Let me do the big sword again. That one seems to be. I guess but yeah, this one got off, way off, I guess. One more time. This time I'm gonna start with a big sword. Attributes. This one off, pull out to the side. Okay, big sword attributes. It should be, yeah, it's always around there. These are random stats. Every time I load this one, okay. Yeah, that's about right. Now, I'm going to put on the other sword and this one. That's way off 20 and 125 way off. Yeah, let's try this one now. Yeah, this skyrocketed to 253. And this, yeah, let's see. Back to these. So yeah, I don't know if there's other modifiers in hand. I mean at work. But yeah, I still got work to do on it. Let me stop here, go back here. Yeah, like, I don't know if I now on the character add max health. I remember when we did this too, because it wasn't working right. KD said take unlink this and add the min to stabilize when a buff runs out or something. And I did the same thing. I made that one made. I made one for attack max, just like get health percent. I made one for get power, attack power percent. So yeah, I just want to let you all know where I'm at with this. If you guys got any input, I don't know. It's it's really nice to have, like I was saying, because when you're like if you're buffing, well, that's a debuff. I'm just trying. I could have done it so it gives you more attack power. But if you're debuffing, for example, a mage on the opposing race or whatever, an enemy, and there's a mage and a warrior, yeah, you need to do it percent wise to have a good balance in the game because the warrior has so much. Like if it's, let's say it's a health debuff, I showed I think in another video. If you take 500 points from the without percent, just 500 on a warrior, and then you take 500 off a mage that doesn't have nearly as much health, it I mean it won't be equal. I mean it'll barely phase the warrior, and it'll devastate the mage. So to make it balanced, you have to do it by percent. So if you take away, like, say 20%, or let's just use the 50% mark. You take 50% of the warrior and 50% of the mage. You're taking less away from the mage, but it's relative to the warrior, as it'll be more balanced than just straight points without percent, because the by points, they none of them have the same health. A priest will also have a lot of health. The rogues will have a lot less. And percentage is the only way to lower it, like, equally, and keep it balanced. But yeah, I'm getting somewhere. Okay, thanks. Bye bye.